Hello, my beautiful, beautiful hospice family. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, my beautiful hospice family. Come and talk to me, y'all. Welcome to Duns Hospice. My name is Nurse Dawn. Okay, my name is Nurse Dawn. My name is Nurse Dawn. And I shall be a hospice RN. Hey guys, it's almost about to be nighttime. So we are racing. We are on a race with the sun. Okay. We are actually racing the sun. Welcome, my beautiful hospice family. How are we doing today? How are we doing today? I want to say a big thank you to all of you guys. I see that we enjoyed my last live video I made when I said come have breakfast with me. Let me know, my beautiful people, if you want more videos like that, if you want more videos of me doing, regular things. Let me know, because I could definitely make more videos like that, because we have so much fun that morning. We listened to a little bit of jazz. You saw me eating my healthy breakfast, or as healthy as I could. So thank you guys. Put this down a little bit. Okay. All right. What else? Yes, I want to also encourage us to please make sure you are following me. Make sure you are following me on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok, on Instagram, all under DunsHospice. Okay, my beautiful hospice family. Come on in, guys. Okay, we are live. Okay, so follow me on TikTok, on Instagram, all under DunsHospice. I believe on TikTok, I'm under DunsHospice 22. Okay, so I think it's DunsHospice 22. All right, guys. So yeah, so follow me there. Like I was saying, I see that you guys enjoyed my last video where I was having breakfast and you guys had breakfast with me. Okay, thank you so much, guys. So tonight we are going to talk about why do people sleep a lot when they're dying, huh? So here at Duns Hospice, I am a hospice registered nurse. I'm a real life nurse, okay, of over 10 years. And my specialty as a nurse, it's end of life, okay, guys? And please be sure to subscribe, okay? Give me a like. Help this channel to grow, guys, okay? Please help this channel to grow. It would mean the world to me. And like I said, be sure to follow me on TikTok. If you're on TikTok, stop by and say hi to me, or Instagram, okay? And like I said, thank you for the last live that I did when I was having my breakfast. You guys really enjoyed it. So let me know if you want me to make more videos like this, okay? Like more videos of what I do on a, more like a, a vlog of what I do on a daily basis, okay? All right, guys. So let me know if you have any questions about death and dying, about end of life care, about nursing, about how to take care of your loved ones, who's at end of life. I am here at your service, okay? So yeah, so today we are going to have a conversation while the sun is still out, because we are running against the sun. Hi, Gavin. Thank you for being here, my friend. Yeah, so we are running against the sun, it seems like. Okay, we are going to talk about why do people sleep so much when they're at end of life, huh? Like, do you guys notice that when somebody's at end of life, they sleep a lot? They tend to sleep a whole lot. Who can tell me why? Who can tell me why somebody sleeps a lot at end of life? Huh? I'm from the USA, Gavin. Where are you from, my friend? Huh? I'm from the USA. I'm in the US. Okay. So as a hospice nurse, like I said, as a hospice nurse since 2012, And one of the signs that somebody is at end of life. ATM, I remember you. Hello, my friend, ATM. Thank you for being here again, ATM. Thank you for your like. I appreciate you. We are talking about why do people sleep a lot at end of life, okay? When they are dying, why do they sleep a lot? ATM, were you there the other day when I did the live when I was having breakfast? I feel like you were one of them, okay? Hello, Ilara. Hi, Ilara. Thank you, my friend, for being here. But guys, yeah, so when I used to work on call, I used to work on call, um, you know, I used to work on call. Yes, ATM. I remember that was a nice breakfast, right? That was a nice time we had because we were listening to jazz, we were having breakfast. Let me know, ATM, if you want me to make more videos of, when I eat or when I go out, okay? Let me know if you guys want me to take you around with me. All right, let me know, guys, because I definitely want to get to know you, my caregivers, my hospice family, because we are building a community, okay? Because I know that it's not popular to talk about death and dying, but it is much needed, okay? Everybody is going to either find themselves being a caregiver or needing somebody to take care of them at end of life, okay? So we need to learn about these things, okay? These are life skills that we are talking about here, okay? Okay, good. All right, so I'll be sure to keep that in mind, okay? Hi, Michael. Hi, Michael. Okay. Thank you, Iconic. Iconic, you are so kind. You guys, please be sure to subscribe, okay? Subscribe if you haven't done so. Be part of the family and give me a like, okay? Give me a like, okay? All right. I'm going to answer your question, ATM. That's a great question, okay? That's a very, very nice question. But yes, guys, so like I said, I've been a hospice nurse since 2012, okay? And when I used to work as on call, I would get these calls. So on call means that if you are not, if you don't know what on call means, so because hospice is 24 hours, 7 days a week, okay? There's always somebody on. We are never closed. We are open on Christmas, on New Year. It doesn't matter. Somebody will be on. If you call, somebody will be right there to pick up the phone, okay? And so I used to be that nurse on the opposite end, picking up the phone calls, okay? And many times families would call me saying, nurse, my dad, he's been sleeping all day. My mom, she's been sleeping all day. My husband, my wife, whichever the patient is, they've been sleeping all day. What should I do? And that really makes families feel helpless, that you guys are so funny. This is my nails. I have little flowers. You see the flowers? I don't know if you can see the flowers. Can you see the flowers? You guys are funny. But yes, so then they would call me saying, thank you, Iconic. I appreciate you, my girl. Mwah. Follow me on TikTok and also on Instagram, okay, guys? And where you could DM me, all right? And I could send you links to certain things, okay? Okay, so they would call me and say, nurse, my dad been sleeping all day. My mom been sleeping all day. What should I do? And I have to educate the family. I have to let them know it's perfectly normal. It's perfectly fine. They are not suffering. They are not hurting. My name is Nurse Dawn. Iconic. My name is Nurse Dawn, my dear. Okay. Oh, on Instagram, DunsHospice. Same thing. DunsHospice. I'm DunsHospice on Instagram, and I'm DunsHospice22 on TikTok. Okay, my friend? Follow me. Thank you. Yes, and so I have to educate the family and let them know that when we are dying, guys, when we are at end of life, the body does not need that much energy. You see? The body is trying to conserve as much energy as possible. And also, if you notice too, when somebody's at end of life, doing the opposite, because when we are dying, it's also part of life. Okay, so we grow, we are babies, we are children, we are adults, we are young adults, we are old, and then we pass. It's part of the development. It's the developmental growth. Okay, so I don't want us to be scared. I want us to welcome the end of life, because that's why too I encourage us to live a full, fulfilling life, so that we are not afraid when it's the end. Okay, I really encourage us to travel, to love, to do what you want to do. If you want to write a book, see these two books that back there, these are my books that I wrote. Write that book. If you want to go to a different state, live in a different state. Okay, I want us to live a fulfilled life, guys. Okay, I really encourage us, because I know from my experience, those of us who live a fulfilled life, we are the most happiest. The most happiest people on earth are those who lived a fulfilled life. Okay, but that being said, like, it's because our body, we need to preserve our energy. You see, we don't need that much energy at end of life. Just like people usually don't eat at end of life, you see. And so food is a fuel. Like, food is like gasoline. Okay, when we put gas in the car runs, right? And so when we eat, our food turns into energy. All right. And so when we are at end of life, the body doesn't need that energy, because the body is not going nowhere. Like, the body is not going to get up and walk, or get up and move. Right? ATM. And so therefore, I have to I have to educate the family. I tell them, I said, ma'am, your husband does not need to wake up. It's okay that he's sleeping. It doesn't mean that he's in pain. He's not in any pain. He's not uncomfortable. We have to listen to the body. And then sometimes, they tell me, oh, I have to get him up. He needs to get up and eat. We always have breakfast at 9 a.m. and now it's 5 o'clock and he's still in bed. I have to get him up. And I have to remind, the wife. I have to remind the caregiver. I said, please, right now it's a new normal. We have to listen to the body. The body wants its rest. And I asked her, I said, ma'am, do you notice your husband grimacing? Is he grimacing? Because those are nonverbal signs of discomfort. I said, do you notice his breathing pattern changes? She said, no. I said, do you notice that, do you see him being uncomfortable? Is his face changing? Does he still have color in his face? How is his breathing pattern? And then she's like, oh, he looks fine. He's just laying down there. And I said, ma'am, it's okay. You could go join him in bed, hug him, talk to him or her, it depends if it's your wife or your mom or your dad, I said, just hold their hands and it's okay. It's a new normal, So when we are dying, my beautiful people, when we are at end of life, we are going to sleep a lot. Some of our patients they sleep 16 hours. They are in bed all day. We give them bed baths. And the number one thing to remember is that when somebody is bedbound, it's good to make sure we are turning them from side to side, because we don't want their skin to start breaking down. Okay, guys? So it is very important that we are still doing good skincare. If they are soiled, if they are wet, if they wear a diaper or a depend or pull-ups, make sure you are changing their diaper. Make sure you are changing their pull-ups every time it's soiled, because we don't want them to have pressure ulcers, okay? We don't want the skin to be compromised. We still want to keep their skin looking nice, you see? Because if the skin starts to break down, then that's where we will have infections. Okay, my beautiful people, and we don't want infections, right? And so, yeah, so myself as a hospice nurse, it's a lot of teaching. I do a lot of teaching over and over again, you know, because this is your first time that your wife might be dying. This is your first time that your mom or your dad is dying. But me as a nurse, I am a professional. I am trained, you know. I've seen countless people at end of life. I pronounce people at end of life, you know. Um, Iconic says, do I go live each day? I try to go live every day, my friend. I definitely do try to go live every day. But please make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll know next time that I go live, okay? And also, ATM, I want to answer your question now, my friend. Okay, you wanted to know why did I decide to become a nurse, right? I'm not sure if you're still here, ATM. ATM, are you still here? Let me know, because I'm going to answer your question. You wanted to know um, why did I choose to become a hospice nurse, right? I want to make sure you are here before I answer that question, because that was your question. But yes, guys, let me know if you have any questions about death and dying. Let me know if you yourself is a caregiver. You know, like, have you ever witnessed somebody at end of life? You know, are you a caregiver? Let me know your thoughts, you know, on, like, do you think that in 2026, do you think that it still is a taboo? It's a taboo when somebody has a terminal illness. Like, do you think that people treat you differently knowing that you have a terminal illness? You know, let me know, guys. Let me know your experience. All right, talk to me, guys. And also, have you had a friend or a family who has been under hospice care, and what were your experiences? Like, you know, what are your thoughts? Okay, guys, please talk to me here, okay? Because I made this channel for you, my caregivers, okay? Be sure you are you definitely are supporting, okay? I would love that, love that, love that. All right. But yes, guys, I really want to encourage us. I want to encourage us to definitely live our best life. Iconic wants to know how old am I? Iconic, I actually shared my age. I believe, go watch the last two lives. I definitely had a video about that. Oh, thank you, Beard. Yes, my day is going well. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. But as a hospice nurse, my beautiful people, I really want to encourage us. I absolutely want to encourage us to live a fulfilled life, okay? We need to live a fulfilled life, because people, those of us who have not lived life to the max, they are the ones who are afraid of dying. And I want us to know that death and dying is part of, you know, the growth process. We live, we get older, and we pass. And here at DunsHospice, I want us to definitely have the power. I want to give you the tools, the power that you need, okay, to be able to take care of somebody at end of life. If you find that you have a loved one who's at end of life and you need to take care of that person, I want to give you those tools, okay? Because I think I have shared this with you guys. Right now, my father is, you know, at end of life, you know, and my father is under hospice care. And it's really, really, you know, it's difficult, you know, it's difficult because not only am I the nurse, but now I'm also a caregiver, you know, and I actually have so much more respect for hospice because I see how much his hospice team, they love him. They come and take care of him, you know, the nurse, the social worker, his aide. Oh my goodness, he loves his aide. Like, she gives him the best shower ever. Okay, like, he just loves her. Okay, so this program or this service, hospice care, it is such a blessing to anybody at end of life. And I want to encourage us, I want to remind you, you don't have to do it alone. You are not alone. If you ever find yourself, you know, at the end of life, I want you to know that there is a service. There's a service called hospice, okay, where you can find healthcare professionals who specializes in end of life care. Okay, my friends? Absolutely. Okay. Let me know, guys, if you have any questions about the topic of the video that I just shared. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions like about that, okay? So that I want you to know next time you see somebody at end of life dying, I just want you to remember they're not in pain, they're not uncomfortable. It is part of the death and dying process, okay? Just know that, okay? And when you're not sure, if you're not sure, please make sure you call the nurse. All right, guys? Hey, Lala. I like that name. La, 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 la. Makes me feel like singing. Okay, guys, I really want us to make sure that we understand that we do have power. We have power, we have control on how we want the end of life to look like, because most of us want to stay at home, right? Most of us wants to stay at home and pass surrounded by family. And that's another thing that hospice will provide you with. Hospice will provide you with the care so that you can definitely, you know, stay home, you know, and be with your family and be with your loved ones. Because most of us don't want to go to the hospital at end of life, you know, like we want to make sure that we are surrounded by our family. And that's what hospice does. You know, hospice gives you that chance because, like I said, with the example of the families calling me and saying, oh, my husband been sleeping, you know, all day. Should I take him to the hospital? You know? And that's where hospice comes in, because I have to tell them, I share with them. I said, no, ma'am, please do not take your husband to the hospital, because it's a normal, it's a natural signs and symptoms. They are going to have increased lethargy, increased sleepiness, okay? So imagine if that wife did not have hospice as a service, did not have me on the phone, she would have rushed her husband to the hospital for nothing, you know? Because when you go to the hospital, when you are already compromised, when your body is already fragile, what happens? You end up with another infection, right? You end up being, you know, with another infection, you know, you end up getting all these tubes being poked at you for no reason. Like the person is already, you know, at end of life. They don't need to go to a hospital that's full of germs, that's all loud and chaotic. And I understand the caregiver thinks that they are doing what's right. And, you know, and it's not their fault. It's because you as a caregiver, you don't know how to take care of somebody who's dying, you know? We are not trained. We as a general population, we as people, we are not trained to take care of people when they are at end of life. We are trained. Even doctors, most doctors, they don't know what to really do when somebody is dying. Like they don't know what to do to, you know, have somebody pass peacefully, because doctors are trained to treat, you know, treat. Like you have a fever, here's this. You have a headache, here's that. You have a cough, here's this, you know? They are trained to treat. But what happens, my beautiful hospice family, when the illness you have There's no cure for it, you see? And the best thing to do is to be comfortable. That's where hospice comes in. That's where nurses like myself comes in. Okay, guys? So yes, my beautiful people, okay? Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you have any questions, guys, because I'm actually about to go. Okay, I'm about to go. Let me know, guys. You guys are awesome. Please be sure to give me a like, guys. Okay, like the video. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Okay, guys, be part of the family. All right. Be part of the family. You guys are awesome. Absolutely awesome. All right, guys. Well, enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you so much for being here with me. Okay, come back tomorrow. Be sure to come back tomorrow, okay, guys? And follow me on my other platforms, all under DunsHospice. Hello, Frankie. How you doing, my friend? Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for saying hi. Okay. Even you too, Stay. Hi, Stay. I hope that's not how you're feeling. Come on, Stay. You are too blessed to feel like this. Remember, life is beautiful. Life was created for your enjoyment. Okay, my friend? We are awesome. We are here because we are the winners, you know? We are here not by mistakes. We are here intentional. Okay? God put us here on earth this very moment because we were created to do something special. Okay? You and you were created to achieve something great. Okay, guys? And don't ever forget it. Greatness lives inside of you. Greatness lives inside of me. Okay, guys? You are a walking, talking God. You are a walking, talking goddess. Because you're made in the image of God. If you believe that God is your father, therefore you are a God yourself. You are a goddess yourself. You're not the God, you know, but you are a God and you are a goddess. And we should wake up every morning. It doesn't matter where we live. It doesn't matter, you know, how we look like. We should wake up every morning and feel great and say, thank you, God. Thank you that I'm alive today. And what can I create? Like, what are we creating? When we get up in the morning, what are we creating? Like, what do you want to create? Because we create our reality, you know? Our mind, our thoughts create your reality. Okay, guys? All right. I love you with the love of Jesus Christ. See you in the next video, okay, guys? All right. Take care.